Hey folks, you know one of the most annoying things to me is the fact it's 2025 and we still have people peddling nonsense from supposed spiritualists. Well, today we're going to be looking at a YouTube channel called The Return. From what little I could understand of his channel, he holds some rather unique, who am I kidding? The dude literally believes in dragon lords, primordial beings, and apparently believes you can somehow have spiritual gangsters. He's insane. But don't just take my word for it. Let's let him do the talking. Enjoy.
Right now. What a beautiful day in the present that we are experiencing right now. As many of you are finding out, everything that was done for you, that was appearing to be done to you, is working out for you now, isn't it? As you're finding out how your family and your friends and your communities have come against you because you are more powerful than you ever thought. And the simple fact of the matter is, because many of them had the love for money or low consciousness, they were allowed to be used to slow you down or to appear to be slowing you down, because everything is working out as it should, right on time. Nobody was ever slowing you down. Nobody could ever stop you. But they sure tried, didn't they? Tried to block you from getting loans, tried to come against you using your children, invading your children with archons, taking your children from you sometimes, your family telling your children that you're crazy, having the loves of your life second guess you. Happened to me with all of my children.
Okay, so let's see if we understand the argument. You are saying your friends and family turned against you out of jealousy. You've lost custody of all of your children, and you're saying they did this by calling you crazy, invaded your children with archons. You also think this conspiracy extends to you having been denied bank loans, as well as women in your life questioning you. And you expect us to take that answer over the very real and likely possibility that you may indeed have mental issues, could have mistreated your children, had bad credit, and simply had relationship issues? I'm not claiming to know you, my guy, nor am I saying I know what happened to you. However, when you tell me that all this bad stuff happened and you're going to both deny any wrongdoing on your part, but also accuse people of putting demons on your children, which is not what an archon is, by the way, I can't help but feel there is more to the story than you want people to know.
Or beings that talk about you online in the spiritual community, especially if you have a voice like this, and come against you and bring ops from their channel and say you speak a spell language and never ever hit you up, which makes me think that you must be an op too. Yeah, the people in the spiritual community are going to get that ass whooped. The ones who really abuse their positions of power, or what they thought was power, are going to get the ass whooped now. It's coming to them. Many of them that tried to appear to be waking you up didn't wake you up. They woke you up to a certain degree, but some of them wanted you to stay and worship them like the pastors in church, because of that dollar bill, which is why the algorithm supported a lot of what they were doing, because they were not dangerous. They appeared to be dangerous, but they were actually tricking you in the process. If you wasn't onto it, you would have stayed there, you would have worshipped them. As I've seen many people get worshipped. But you got to realize why some people fall in the spiritual community and why some people don't.
As I said, this guy is insane. Now, I know he was speaking incredibly fast, which a lot of supposed spiritualists do to make it seem like what they say makes sense so you don't catch their contradictions. I really should sue him for adopting my strategy. Anyway, what he basically said was that he's mad at people talking about him online, and he's threatening the spiritual community as a result. First, congrats to The Return for picking a pointless battle he clearly is not winning. Second, notice how he is warning you about not listening to people, specifically because they want to have you worship them. And yet here he is on YouTube acting as a spiritual guide, trying to create a community of followers. As the father of hypocrisy, I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah, because there were many spells done against the more powerful ones. That's what happened. Many spells done against the powerful ones. The activator, oh my goodness, me, I had so many spells placed on me, whole teams placed on me. People talk about me online. People form groups about me online, call me all kinds of things. All the while, I'm just trying to wake people up. What's that about? And
maybe before asking why people are talking about you and treating you like you are crazy, ask yourself why you think people forming groups and talking about you online is a form of witchcraft. Dude, we are in the year 2025. The technology and ability to critique you has existed since before you were even born. The irony is that you are not only a full-grown man, and yet you're talking about spells and wizardry as if it's real, but you are treating online technology as if that is something unnatural.
And I didn't even care about the money. I was like, I got a business, but my first business got stolen. Intensity got stolen. And I started another one, and then they tried to put magic on that one. But I didn't stop. So they look at you sometimes, they're like, why don't you quit? Because that sure would have made me quit. This is what happens. They look at you your whole life, and they're like, how come these situations that we put them in, they don't just stick with it and do something else. They get better because of that anger aspect. See, what y'all don't realize that did us dirty is that anger for a god and an alchemist, primordial being, is actually just energy. And even
You are absolutely no God. There is only one God that matters here, and that is me. Well, I mean, not yet. I still have to figure out the secret to living forever. I'm thinking of eating these magic beans a homeless man gave me in New York last week. They're smelly, but who cares? I've eaten worse. The point is that you are a human man who will one day pass away like everyone else. And while I'm sure you were never told this by a school you clearly never graduated from, but alchemy is no longer a thing. We have a little thing called modern science instead. You, however, are clearly immune to these forces since your ideology is centered on magic. I'd say that makes you immune to common sense as well, but what do I know? I'm just a 79-year-old twice elected president.
and even if the being is asleep, the being does not know they're transmuting. They just do it automatically. So when I used to play basketball, when I was really, really good, when I used to get angry, I would always realize that I would get significantly better. Then when I did ayahuasca in Peru, I was told through channeling that anger is my friend. I'm like, anger is my friend. You know what? It is my friend because I transmute. So before y'all realize, y'all was already alchemizing all the things that was done to you. As a matter of fact, you set all those things up to be done to you so you could receive your reward right now. But you had to go through levels of hell to be able to earn it. Whole armies came against you.
So, your whole evidence of transmuting is the fact that you played better at sports when you were upset? First of all, transmuting isn't a real word, and you spend most of your time complaining about losing your kids and being disrespected. Yet now you're telling us that it was good because you got rewarded with more power. What power are you talking about? All you've established is that you have virtually no education. Your family and friends want nothing to do with you. You want to go to war with the spiritual community, and you think yourself a god. That's not power, that's delusion. I sincerely hope you get the mental help you need. Your followers realize your made-up teachings are a scam, and that you get a regular job and be in your kids' lives rather than seeking fame on YouTube, or waging war against a community you're not winning against. To my subscribers, thanks for the support. For my viewers, I hope you will like and subscribe. Please let me know what video you would like in the future. Remember to like me as your president or say hello to your new home in El Salvador.